Antarjyoti.
Antarjyoti.
Bahirjyoti.
Bahirjyoti.
Pratyakjyoti paratpara.
Pratyakjyoti paratpara.
Jyotireva jyoti.
Jyotireva jyoti.
Atma jyoti shivosmyaham.
Atma jyoti shivosmyaham.
Now the Guru Vandana prayer. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu,
Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu,
Gurur Devo Maheshwara,
Guru Devo Maheshwara,
Guru Sakshat Parabrahma,
Guru Sakshat Parabrahma,
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Akhandamandalakaram,
Akhandamandalakaram,
Vyaptam Yena Characharam,
Vyaptam Yena Characharam,
Tatpadam Darshitam Yena,
Padam Darshitam Yena,
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Now respect to Guru Parampara, which is displayed in the screen. Narayana Samarambhat,
Narayana Samarambhat,
Shankaracharya Madhyamam,
Shankaracharya Madhyamam,
Asmadacharya Paryantam,
Asmadacharya Paryantam,
Vande Guru Paramparam.
Vande Guru Paramparam,
Sadashiva Samarambhat,
Sadashiva Samarambhat,
Shankaracharya Madhyamam,
Shankaracharya Madhyamam,
Asmadacharya Paryantam,
Asmadacharya Paryantam,
Vande Guru Paramparam.
Vande Guru Paramparam.
Hari Om everybody. I welcome you all to today's session, the second day of Shri Guru's session. If Surya Ji wants to go somewhere, then I request him to. He can be the first speaker.
Okay. It's okay. I'll be here for this session.
Okay.
I'll be leaving by 5:15. So
yeah, so
anybody can speak, no
only
problem.
three of us mostly. So
You can start.
So Lakshmi Ji, you can start. No problem.
Subhlakshmi ji, you can start. Yeah.
Okay. No problem. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaste all Atma Jyotis. Today again a kind of one more introduction has been given to me by Sheetal Ji. It's again a kind of introduction for me. Okay, so what it has been given is Adi Guru Shankaracharya has started with a shloka. So saluting the Guru. So for that Guruji has explained that, and then whatever little I have understood, I will tell in front of you. Okay, so this is basically when Adi Shankaracharya started saluting the Guru, he started with the word Vasudevendra Yogindra. Vasudevendra Yogindra means Vasudeva has so many meanings. Vasudeva as Krishna, Vasudeva, Vasati iti Vasudeva means living in everyone's heart, and then Guru is also Guru. So that is what it has been understood. And then to know about Tattva Bodha. What is Tattva Bodha? Again, understanding the reality. What is reality? What is real? What is not real? To know about it. And wherever we are seeing the unreal things, with unreal, we feel, oh, we are happy. No, it's not so. It will be all short term. Only if you understand properly the reality, then only it gives peace and happiness. Unreality will give only short-term happiness. That can be that is the one. So basically, tattva means understanding reality, and bodha means understanding. So Guru Shankaracharya. So before, as he has written a text for people who are seeking self-knowledge, seeking the realization, mumukshasvam. So they, whoever want that, for that they have given this. And to start with, they are writing, Adi Shankaracharya is telling Vasudevendra Yogindra. He is saluting the Guru as Vasudeva Yogindra. So in that, again, Vasudeva, as I have explained before, Vasati iti Vasudeva, living in one's heart. That is Atma. So Guruji has explained beautifully about Ishvaro Guru Atmeti. God, Guru, and the self, all are one and the same. So, so to realize the self, Guru is required. So, and then again, you are praying God. When you are praying God, God is sending Guru to us. God is sending Guru to us to realize Atma. And here, I should say personally, or when I think on behalf of all of you, I can say, God has sent Guru to us. So, so that is what my feeling. So that's a little understanding from my side. Ishvaro Guru Atmeti.
Oh, okay. Again,
yeah,
again,
sure, no problem. Whatever little I have understood, I will tell. No problem, not at all.
Yeah.
Tell me. If you have any question.
Yeah, last time also, you, the creator and the creation, did you think about it? Did you contemplate a little? Did you, because Guruji gives a really beautiful, example how the world works, creator and the creation.
World, what I have contemplated and what I have understood is everything will be created in our mind. Whatever is being created in our mind, it will get reflected outside. So again, creator is also myself, and creation is also myself.
Okay. And also, you said, no, that God sent us a Guru.
Yeah.
Again, there is no two there. Again, I got you. See.
No problem. I am in the learning process. You are already 14 years old. I am only 3 years old.
No, that
you are
doesn't
14
matter.
years old. I am 3 years old.
No, it doesn't matter how old you are. To learn, to know something, it doesn't take time. If I am 14 years old and if I still didn't understand something, then me and you will be same. It doesn't matter if I'm 14 or...
I will tell my understanding, what I have understood as of now after interacting with Guruji and with understanding a little bit of teachings, whatever. So I have started developing, identifying myself in with others. Of course, now there is no other that much. And okay, like for example, I'm seeing you, so I'm seeing myself in you. Okay, so whatever, if at all I have any feeling, then immediately I'll think, oh, if at all I'm telling anything about you, it will be telling against me only. So that much this one has come to me. So before thinking, okay, if at all I get angry, first I have to contemplate myself inside. So whether to whom I am making, to whom I am talking about. So again myself.
Anger.
So and we all are one and the same. So my Atma is there in your Atma also. So that much I have understood. It's long way to go. Spiritual, this one journey is a very long way to go.
No, not necessarily.
Not.
If you have that idea itself, that might prolong it. But there is no such thing. But here in the spirituality, the journey is the destination, as they say.
Journey itself, yeah, that's nice to
hear. Yeah, because even if, let's say, you become a great Buddha one day, that also is going to happen now only, present. It's going to come like
here
present
and
only.
Now.
Yeah,
here
so
and now.
you are a potential, just like any of us, and your full potential will be reached now only. Might not be right now because you're not ready for it, but when you're ready for it also, it's going to happen now only. You think about
that time it will be now. That time it will be now.
Correct. Now, correct.
Guruji had said two things I always keep. God, that one, my will, thy will. Okay. That is there. And present, living in the present moment.
Right.
Yeah, those two things I am trying to adapt, and whatever that I'm not going to break my head for the future. Of course, whatever things have to be done, it will be
perfect
done. But will not break my head for past or future. If it is to happen, it will happen.
Perfect.
That's all. That understanding I have come up to.
Super. That's
Thank you.
Yeah, the video which was given to Sublakshmi ji, I have contemplated on that, and I think, as Surya ji is saying, go and ask questions head on, because after that you will forget. I mean, what all have spoken, right? At the end of it, if you go and ask, we forget. Therefore, I would add up one more thing here, that I would summarize each of the videos,
Sure.
so that we don't forget the essence of it. I have gone through the first video. It starts with a prayer, and the confusion is if it is written by Shankaracharya or some other Shankaracharya who is, who has lived after the Adi Shankaracharya's period or something. But Gurudeva very firmly says that it has been written by Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya himself. Now, this personal contemplation, how it has emerged, so it's so important that what we are reading, it's just a 9-minute 35-second video, but here he calls Vasasi iti Vasudeva. He is praying to Vasudeva. Now, when we sit and contemplate, Govinda Padacharya was Adi Shankaracharya's guru. Why he didn't choose to start with Govinda Padacharya? It's such a very subtle essence which has been, put into us to understand that don't identify your guru as a body. Don't do that. Just go ahead and look at the Vyapakata, look at the, essence. He is residing in every element, every tattva. That's why when we are contemplating, we are going to the core of it, and we are understanding the tattva bodha. So he has made us firmly stand here and understand that don't consider your guru or yourself as a disciple.
Right.
No, you are the guru, you are the Atma, and you are merging in it. So go and refer yourself to the Vasudeva as your guru, because he is the one who is residing in everybody and he is teaching you. So here he says that Ishvaro Guru Atmeti, and then he starts to, take it further. So the next video is, I think, Rajni ji's video to the continuation of this.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Rajni ji, could you
Yeah.
please start? Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Hari Om, everybody.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Hari Om. The contemplation point is Nitya, Nitya, Anitya, Vastu Vivekaha. I just need to contemplate Nitya at Anitya. What is the difference between Nitya and what is the difference between Anitya? Even Guruji started with the gross world itself. Even if I start with the gross world, I like to invest my money, which gives me great returns and longer returns. I like to take up relationships which last longer. We believe in the institution of marriage because we feel it is going to last me much longer. It's going to last me longer. So Guruji said, even with that logic in mind, I start in this gross world with something which gives me a longer returns. But do these returns, they remain for me all my life? Or even my relationships, even if they are there, do they give me the same sweetness with which they had started? So I need to contemplate. In fact, I realized Jnana is really beautiful. In the sense, it is very logical and very simple. I need to look for things which gives, what am I seeking? Then Guruji says, what am I seeking? So what I'm seeking is happiness. Everybody is seeking happiness and free from suffering. No, but the thing is that I'm seeking that in this gross world, forgetting the beauty. But this will not give me the ultimate happiness which I am seeking. Then the second point Guruji says in the video is, we have a goal and we formulate the goals for the purpose. Now the goal is, I want to be the greatest actor. Yeah, why do you want to be the greatest actor? That will give me a happiness. But for being a greatest actor, I need to do so much in this world. Guruji says, so Vedanta is, you bypass the doing and just be happy. That is Vedanta. So this is the most beautiful thing. Now, Mukshu is one who has understood that this is where I need to go. Mumukshu. Mumukshu is the one who wants the liberation. Liberation for what? Liberation from suffering. Liberation from finite. Liberation into infinite. So that is why the Mumukshu, he's called Mumukshu, who's got the intense desire to be free. Free from suffering, free from limitness, free from finiteness. That is, he's the one who is Mumukshu. And again, Guruji even says everything changes. The object of experience changes. Today it could be jalebi. I love eating jalebi. Tomorrow it could be rasgulla. So the object of experience is changing. And me is also changing. Me here refers to the body, mind, and intellect. What I was, what my intelligence thoughts, what was my intellect few years back is not the same today. Though it changes much less than the object of experience. Then he says, then I finally come to the I, which is non-changing, which is the most purest and the most beautiful thing, which is the big I. So I need to stay in the big I for that beautiful happiness, or to experience beautiful happiness that I am. Hari Om. So anybody can ask me a question. Yeah.
Rajni ji,
Yeah.
how do we stay in the big I?
How do we say it?
in the big I?
Okay, even if you go from the logic point of view, if you feel that this thing is giving me happiness, it's just pure logic. Don't even go this thing even further. Anything which gives me happiness could be the cause of unhappiness tomorrow. My children, I would have my children, they started very young. Today they have grown up. And tomorrow they do anything against me or something which goes against my principles or values, I'm definitely going to be unhappy. So something that started with happiness may not continue long, but as a parent, I would continue. But this thing which is my job, it would be very interesting. It gives me a lot of money to start with. But tomorrow, the same job could be the cause of unhappiness. I want promotion. It could be. So it is the same coin. If you see the coin, it is happiness, and the unhappiness is directly on the other side. So if that particular thing which is a reason for happiness may be the reason for unhappiness tomorrow. So I need to decipher which is the path I follow. Not that I do not have to go in this world and do this thing. Go. There's no point. There is this thing. We will go simultaneously. But how beautifully can I take up the role, staying or abiding in my main I? If I abide in the main I can go. How do I, the question is, how do I abide in the main I? Every time you will be told, it is your ego working. 100% it will tell you. Your ego will tell you, okay, fine. Even to the extent, if your child does well and you're very happy about it, you know it is the ego working. It is a mother which is happy. If you are very equanimous in that particular relation, in that particular situation, you know that it is not the ego. But if your child, that's a very simple thing. If your child is doing very well, and if you're very happy or elated, it is a mother working here, and that is the ego, that is the form, or that's a relationship. But if you're very equanimous on the thing, you are for sure going to sail through. You know that it is not the ego. I abide in myself. Everything would show you. Everything would show you. I'm not in my I, but I am in that small I. So whenever it is a small I, then I need to move on to the big I, saying that, okay, whose mother, what job, what is it? Not that I do not take that, this thing, I take up those relationships very seriously, dharma. So मैं अपना धर्म निभाते हुए, that is what he says. I'm in the bigger I. And realization is that in the bigger I, things will be much more beautiful because you operate on such a higher level. So that's a little understanding that I have of this. Yeah.
Rajni, thank you for your understanding. It's a very profound understanding. I would rather say that Guruji has said that the Nitya Anitya Viveka, that is the discrimination between what is permanent and what is impermanent. And where are we looking? If we are looking outside, that is, this is a journey of realization of what we actually are. It is not a new thing which we are finding out. Now, when we do this Nitya Anitya Viveka, every time we are in a situation to, choose something which gives us a time-bound happiness. That is, it is limited. It is constrained to the body, mind, intellect. But which is beyond this body, mind, intellect, that is the permanent I, that is the big I. Therefore, you immediately do the discrimination. That is, the Viveka comes and the Vairagya comes. The Vairagya says that, the parimiti, that is the dimension of this particular happiness, is this much. So I know judiciously that this much is the happiness of the coffee which I'm drinking right now. And I will just go with this little bit of happiness, what it is giving. I will not expect anything more or, a great self-realization out of it. That is the Viveka we are applying. So the Nitya Anitya Viveka is, totally a very systematic approach where you employ the buddhi and say neti, 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 and go ahead. This is the contemplation of the summary I could have made. Then Surya ji, you can go ahead, or Sublakshmi ji, if you can go ahead and ask Rajni ji anything.
No, it's not exactly asking the question.
Yeah.
I just want to put in a word for that, happiness. So happiness, okay, and whatever you, as you said, coffee, drinking coffee, that time mind becomes silent. So that is that time that happiness will be there. So once it is when you're distracted, and again that will be gone. So in the same way, any kind of things, if we are taking it, okay, it is coming. So don't expect. So there should not be any expectation. I just wanted to add that whether I'm right
Perfect,
for that
perfect, yeah.
Have right
particular,
expectations.
yeah,
Have right
no
expectations.
expectation.
No, there is no right.
No expectation.
Correct. I agree with
Because
Subbashmi.
I because I am personally experiencing nowadays, after
Correct.
coming to Guruji, really, I'm telling you frankly, I'm personally experiencing. So before and all, my son is outside. He's in he was in US and now he's in Canada. Of course, personal things should not come here. Earlier and all, whenever he was telling, I used to come. I used to get so excited, this, that, and all. Now he's coming. That's all. Now he's coming. So I'm thinking, yeah, he's coming. So there this
Perfect.
one has ended. He's coming, okay, whatever required for his this one, okay, let me do it. Not like earlier, my excitement was knowing no bounds. Because it was, it was 2 years, 3 years, like that. So it was no, happiness knew no bounds at that time. and now it is okay, coming. So
Perfect, yeah.
that happiness, this one was very much good, Rajini.
Correct.
Thank you.
Correct.
Thank
See,
you.
we
Thank
go
you.
like a pendulum. We go really happy, so high, or really sad. We go sad because of that only. We went so high, there is no other way than to go down only. And that momentum will catch us, and we'll go this way also. It will go as much as it went this side, it will go that side also. When you are going properly in the spiritual progress, right? This happens, exactly what you said. Even when the sadness comes, you will not know bounds, right? That same thing will not happen also with when the bad things happen.
Let me face it. Okay, it is coming. Correct. Okay, what action I have to take, I will take.
Perfect. Yeah.
Thank you.
And Rajni ji, I have to tell you, in spirituality, you were speaking in terms of business language. It's like when this happens, not good. So I have to go to the big eye. It's beautiful. And this eye going to big eye is a myth. It's not possible at all. As long as there is eye, there is no possibility of the big eye. Keep this in your mind very clearly. And as long as you want happiness, and this happiness also a problem. See, it's normal that everyone pursues happiness. That's what everyone says also. But happiness always remains as an idea in our head. That if I get this, I'll be happy. If I achieve this, I'll be happy. If this happens, I'll be happy. And even that happens, when we reach there, we'll be there for few moments. Most of the time, we are not there also to experience it. We have another idea already. In our head, we have moved on. In the process of getting there, some other idea has taken over. And this race, this running keeps on happening. And this happiness.
You are muted. Suryaji, you are muted.
Muted. It's muted.
We are heading towards the completion of this session due to the time limit. We will get into the next session if this does not complete here.
Yeah, it was muted. You have to repeat.
Oh, okay. What was I saying? I forgot.
You were saying about happiness.
Regarding happiness.
Correct. Right. This is like a never-ending loop which we are in, cycle. It will go on. We'll keep on pursuing it. and it's a fake idea in our head that that happiness is never going to happen, and there is no such thing. We have to keep it in our head clearly. There is something called ananda, which is not happiness, which is out of these, anything you can relate it with, and it will not come by doing anything. It will happen when you get there. Your being, right? It's like a thermometer degrees. When you raise the temperature, it will go high, 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 and after 99 degree, when it becomes 100, right? That is where this ananda happens, and when it happens, it's permanent. It's not going to go anywhere. You close your eyes and you are there. If you get lost, that's how it is. So Rajniji, you have this idea in your head that you're pursuing this happiness, and you tried it elsewhere, and now you're trying it through spirituality, I guess. And if you are, then you have to see very clearly. And if you want it to happen, if you are pursuing it, that persuasion, that wanting itself will be a big wall. So
yeah, one second. Yeah, I would just like to add over here. This is what we are doing is Tattva Bodha, and Guruji has gone gradually from one video to another to another to another. So in this particular video, if we happen to see, he started from here, in the sense from the gross body, and then he goes on subsequently in other videos that I have to drop happiness. But when we see this video of 15 minutes, it is exactly the way he started. Why do I need to get Tattva Bodha? So for a person or a layman, he does not know what is spirituality. So for a layman person, he has to start from the gross body, moving into the subtler to the even subtle body. So when we start from the gross body, I start with happiness. So then I move to spirituality. Okay, fine, dear, I have not found happiness in this gross world. So where am I?
Right.
So Guruji started from Tattva Bodha. He has gone from one video to another, and that is why we are moving from one video to another. Yes.
Correct.
So for a layman person, we will start with happiness itself. Why? The first and the foremost is exactly why do I need to? I don't want spirituality. Forget. I want happiness, and that is the time when he says.
Yes, he has started like that. Yeah.
He started spiritual. That is the rasta. That is the way he's shown me.
Yeah.
Rajni, you don't forget about everything. You want happiness, I will give you. So he started with the gross happiness, moving to the spiritual happiness. So gross happiness, we are moving from one video to another. So we are sticking to what is told in that 15 minutes. So he started with the gross, moving it to the more subtle, then gradually. So he's ended up over here saying that when in deep sleep, that is the time when I experience the most, this thing, silence, peace, this thing. So when I wake up, he ended in this particular video, can I keep myself silent? When this is silent, that would reflect, the consciousness would reflect. So he's stopped with that, and that is.
No, continue.
So that is the thing, not that we are seeking anything, because there's nothing like to seek or something that definitely would drop. But to start my journey or to start any journey, where do I start? So he has started with this video. At this, we have gone to 92 videos. When he's starting from he's going from one chapter to one video to another video. So he's starting for somebody who is just entered into spirituality, and then probably he's going further.
Okay.
So I have taken exactly those 15 minutes of the video which was given to me. So it is from where we have started.
Yeah. But
no, the subtle video must have gone to Surya. Rajini, you said gross. So subtle video must have gone to Surya.
Yeah. No, I'm speaking about little more subtler things. Happiness is more like I want type happiness. It's like, but yeah, if you, all right.
It is not I want, it is what we are seeking in this world. And I know I don't get it. From there, then I move on. Okay, fine. We start with that. Even the spiritual journey is you're seeking something more permanent, and that I is the most permanent. And when I, that big I, or whatever you might call, I'm calling that small I is the ego. When you drop the ego, when the ego is dropped, there's nothing. That merges with the big I. That is it.
Yeah,
But for that to
yeah.
happen, that
Yeah,
is
Surya ji, I mean, I think where
Yeah.
Rajni ji is coming from, she is using